What will happen is a photon right here, will come down from light or any other energy source and hit photosystem 2. Now what it does is it hits photosystem 2, it's absorbed by the light harvesting complexes, and the light harvesting complexes bounce it from light harvesting complex to light harvesting complex until eventually it hits P680. So we have the photon hitting P680. What the P680 needs, though, is it needs an electron. So it gets this electron from this water molecule right here. So that's where it gets its electron. And the way that it gets its electron is it'll split up water. So it'll split up water into oxygen and hydrogen ions. So this 1/2 oxygen is just called 1/2 oxygen because it'll eventually join another oxygen molecule and become O2. So it'll become O2 later on. Anyways, this electron is taken from water and it moves up to P680. So we have the photon and the electron here, all inside P680. This now, the photon of course, excites this electron, and the electron then moves up in energy states into this electron acceptor up here. So it moves up in energy states. Once it moves up in energy states, you'll notice these arrows. This is called the electron transport chain. It'll move down this electron transport chain through these proteins to get to photosystem 1. What this first protein is called is plastiquinone, but for short I'll call it PQ, so PQ. So it'll travel down PQ, the electron then goes from PQ to B6F complex, which is another complex. It's just another protein complex. It's just a cytochrome complex, sorry. And then it travels down to PC. So as this electron travels down the electron transport chain, you'll notice that these arrows are pointed in a downward fashion. So basically what this means is that the energy state actually gets lower and lower as the electron travels from protein to protein. So one of the things that happens during the electron transport chain is that this energy gets absorbed. This energy gets absorbed by ATP. So that's what's happening. So the energy is lowering, that energy is absorbed by ATP, and ATP is then made, which is a very important process in photosynthesis. This B6F complex, its whole job is to get the electron, link the electron from the photosystem 2 to the photosystem 1.
Alright, now in photosystem 1, similar to photosystem 2, it is named this because it was discovered first in the process. And again, similar to photosystem 2, the photon is absorbed into the complex from an exterior source, which is more than likely the sun. This photon then bounces from light harvesting complex to light harvesting complex until it reaches the complex P700. P700 is named this because it absorbs light at 700 nanometers, and at that 700 nanometers is where red light is absorbed. But for the whole process, photosystem 1 and